Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the first official episode of the Check Your Tone podcast.
Let's get it.
Got my boy Bobby and Brian in the cut.
What's going on?
Say what up. Say what up.
I'm Brian.
Yes, sir.
Just doing order. What's good? How we doing?
Today's a special day. Special day. Christmas Eve. I don't know when this podcast is going to come out, though, so it may be a different day. But the new year is almost upon us.
What a great year for rap.
Great year.
I agree.
Impeccable.
Especially with what just dropped last night, which we'll get into later.
Wow.
We'll get into that later, but
wow. But this is the start of something beautiful, you know. We just want to welcome everybody, you know, to our special, you know, rap talk.
Yes, sir.
We're rap heads, so we're gonna get it started with the best releases of 2021. This is gonna be the first episode.
Yes, sir. So, what we decided to do is we made a list of 10 albums.
rap
Rap albums. Not any other genre.
Bars.
For 2021.
Straight hard.
Who wants to start us off with that? Who wants to start with their
You know
10?
what? I think since you're so enthusiastic about it, I feel like you should get it started with your first couple albums off the list.
Okay.
So go.
We'll start with 1098.
yeah.
We'll do 1098.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
And I'll do like a little synopsis of
Okay.
why I picked that.
Okay. Go ahead.
For number 10 on my list of the 10th best album to come out in 2021.
According to you, of course.
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Bars.
What we got?
Certified Lover Boy.
Okay.
Drake.
Okay.
I think for me, Drake dropped. A lot of people didn't like it. It was a very questionable album. A lot of corny songs on it.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, if you skip those corny songs,
That's crazy though. That's crazy.
if you skip those corny
It can't be
songs,
10th of the year and you
Yeah.
have
no, but hear me out.
song?
Hear me out.
That's crazy.
Hear me out. Because
The top 15.
I think
I mean, you see his list. You see his top songs of 2020.
Let's hear
I'm
him
telling
out.
you.
Let's hear him out.
if you skip those songs, there's not a lot of songs. I'm saying, like, if you skip the Too Sexy, you know, if you skip that, Too Sexy, if you
Okay.
skip Girls Want Girls,
Okay.
the rest of the songs on that album are kind of fire. I think the beats, the production, like the way Drake kind of hit every single genre, like you even went to Afro beats a little bit, like it's kind of crazy. He's got good features on it. It's a good album, bro.
Hey, word to my man Drewski. What do you mean by that?
Look, I'll say this, right? Love Drake. Okay. Obviously, he's a great artist. I liked CLB, but it's just, to me, it's just like, I guess in a time where a lot of artists are being innovative and creative and switching it up, I think hearing CLB, it was just like, dang, again. Which it doesn't necessarily sound like his previous albums, but the content matter, how he's delivering it, all that, it's still kind of similar. Like,
Mhm.
I don't. Besides songs like Champagne Poetry, incredible song. No Friends in the Industry, great song.
Mhm.
7 a.m. on Bruno Path, great song. Like, all that, great songs, but a lot of it just sounds like, is he really trying? Like, he's not. I don't know.
There's
I don't
another
know.
question we have to ask. Has Drake, you know, has he hit a plateau? Can he get any better than he already has been?
I think what Drake does is he has a framework for his albums. He knows what works.
Yeah.
So he's not going to switch away from that. But even if it does sound similar to his other stuff and it's not that much different, he's not taking that many risks, are y'all really going to put him... I feel like you guys are like rating him differently than other artists. You know what I mean? Like, you know it's Drake. You're expecting a lot out of him. This is still a good album. I'll listen to this album more than the other albums. That's why I put it at number 10. That's what I mean. I think it's still a very solid album. And sure, it's very similar and it doesn't switch off from what he does. But
this is the thing for me. It's Drake. We know how incredible of an artist Drake is, right?
Right.
So what? So should I expect an incredible album? Yes or no? Or I should expect a great album. At least, right?
I mean,
cool. If, let's say Kendrick drops an album, let's say Nas drops an album, Kanye drops an album. Because of what they've given us before, we should expect something crazy. So,
no, you're right.
Like off the back of T-Pap, Kendrick drops Damn. Off the back of whatever the other artists do, I feel like it's just the same. If I'm in 2018 listening to Drake, they go, he drops the album 2019. Okay, this sounds like it. Drops the album 2020. If it's the same formula every time, people are gonna get tired of the same thing. That's kind of just what I'm saying. Like he has the formula, he knows it works. Cool, like that's cool. But Nas will switch it up, and it'll still be incredible. I think that's all we're really asking for. Like,
no, I agree.
Just switch it up. Cool. If you are experimental with it and it doesn't work, you tried.
Yeah.
Now, just because it's experimental doesn't mean it's great, but like at least we see you're trying something different, and it's not like the same concept matter that we've been getting.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, and I agree with that. I think if Drake were to experiment more in it, you know, with the production he has and the features he can get on it, it would be a really good album. But I still think, with all that being said, to me, this is still a very listenable album. There are songs on here. There's a good amount of songs that will go on my playlist.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a Drake album, you know? I'm kind of
exactly
like when he dropped Scorpion, very underwhelming.
Very underwhelming.
And when he drops this, I think this is better than Scorpion.
For sure.
And it belongs on 10 for me.
Okay. We respect your top 10 decision.
Okay.
There's a lot of good songs on there and a lot of, you know, songs that are questionable, but proceed.
Okay. So, moving on. Number 9, I put King's Disease 2, Nas.
Good place for that.
I think it was...
Kind of.
Yeah, no, you guys are probably thinking,
Pull it up.
Yeah, we'll pull it up.
Right
next to Drake is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, that's a good place. And then I was like, but to have Drake right under that, that's
okay.
like, oh.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Nas, man.
I mean, Nas, man. What a
Go.
What a genius, man.
He's a genius, for real.
We're not gonna get into what just happened, you know, last night.
Yeah.
Just yet. But
Crazy.
just know,
Yeah, that was crazy.
if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
For sure.
All right, what we got, man?
For me, this album was solid. Very solid album, and a lot more. I wasn't even really sure what I wanted to expect from Nas, because I'm so used to rappers that are older dropping trash. Honestly, like older rappers that drop music now are always underwhelming albums. But when Nas dropped this, I was like, okay, Nas is really like that. He's that dude, you know?
So is what you just said, is it really trash, or is it just trash to today's standards? Just because they you know, use the formula from when they were really popping back in the day, and they do the same formula. Maybe it's not trash, it's just more or less it doesn't fit in today's sound.
That's the thing, though. You have to appeal to today's standards in a sense. Like you can't, if if Straight Outta Compton dropped this year, it's not gonna be popping like that.
It's not.
So, but like it was perfect for the time that it dropped. But like today, you'd have to appeal to like what's happening today.
Well, the same stuff's happening today that it wasn't Straight Outta Compton, you know.
It is, but in that time when it dropped, people were losing their mind.
Yeah.
If they dropped today, I don't think it would have that.
That's true.
It would still be incredible impact or great impact, but I don't think it would be as out there in your face, crazy.
That's evolution of rap, though. Rap music was only like 5 years older to that point.
I know, so that's what I'm saying. It was perfect for that time.
Yeah.
But like this time, today, it may not be the same.
That's true.
But you're saying if Jay-Z drops Reasonable Doubt nowadays, it's not gonna be hitting like that.
No, Reasonable Doubt. The context and the content in Reasonable Doubt and Straight Outta Compton are different.
I agree, but they weren't from like that far off of a time period.
They weren't, but what each album did, it didn't give the same. They weren't trying to give the same thematic scheme. Like it wasn't. I don't think it was the same concept. In my opinion.
It could be though, because I mean, Jay-Z kind of had that mafioso kind of rap, and it's the mafioso rap and gangster rapper and come from the same cloth or cut from the same cloth. So it just really depends on how you look at it. I feel like, but I'm kind of off tangent here.
I think the better way to say what I said
Let's
is
go back to King's Disease.
Yeah, I think the better way to say what I said though, with like him being an old school rapper and being able to drop this, it's more so it proved that he's not a one dimensional rapper.
Yeah.
There's guys who write like straight outta Compton, or there's some rappers from the 90s that would come out today to prove they're a one-dimensional rapper. They're guys who could only do what they did in the 90s. They can't do what they did today. That's what Nas proved with this album. And I think there are artists who do drop, because there are artists who try to switch it up.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too crazy, but I think Eminem is an example of somebody who tried to be a new school artist and drop trash albums. In my opinion,
that's a tough take, bro.
I think the albums that he's tried to make today.
What's trash? What's the between trash and solid?
Underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
Very underwhelming. Like not even close to the stuff he dropped in his prime.
Because we can talk about trash albums if you really want to talk about trash albums.
That's the thing. Word choice is crazy.
Okay.
Because you can't call Eminem trash. I don't think in any certain sense.
He's not.
I do get what you're saying, but like we also can't compare him to his. Because King's Disease 2, very solid album, but his prime was Illmatic.
Right.
Illmatic. So,
but I still think this is like a compliment to his discography.
100%.
But I think everything Eminem dropped is just not a compliment at all.
Yeah.
I think it hurts his discography.
Okay.
But Nas, he's saying he's in rare form, so that means he's at the top of his game still. So that's crazy to me.
And we're not even talking about his new
album.
Well, this is King's Disease.
Keep that.
King's Disease 2.
King's Disease 2.
Let's just say. Okay, I'll leave it a little bit for later, but this, in my opinion, was a big step up from King's Disease 1. I think sonically, and I think I don't want to say lyrically, but it sounds like a more solid rap album. King's Disease 1 was kind of it was good, but I felt I didn't come back to it as much as I did for King's Disease 2.
I agree with that. He kind of it feels more like he branched out and kind of it was more he worked on it like more just like it felt like it was more solid in terms of just actual like rap.
Yeah.
And you can actually go back and listen to a lot of these songs.
Yeah.
They're more fleshed out. I guess you said the ideas are way more fleshed out than the first King's Disease. Yeah.
I agree for sure. It's all factual.
So what are some songs you like off this album?
For me, I would say the top 3 that I had from this were Nobody for sure.
Gotta be.
Miss Lauryn Hill.
Probably one of my famous.
Still shitting on people in 2021.
Crazy.
Yeah, probably one of my favorite female artists ever. But and then Rare and Store Run were my other 2.
I love Store Run.
Those are my other 2 favorites.
Producer, Hit Boy.
Shout
out to Hit Boy, man.
Shout out to Hit Boy.
Crazy.
The stuff he's been doing with Nas, Big Sean.
Crazy.
Kudos.
Insane.
I know you're probably not gonna watch this, but if you do, just know you're killing it, man.
All right, let me give y'all my number 8 so we can keep this going. Melodic Blue, Baby Keem. It's my number 8. I thought
good album, great.
100%. I thought another album where I really wasn't sure what to expect because I've never listened to Baby Keem before. It's the first time I ever listened to him.
Orange Soda Baby.
Hooligan. Jeez.
Nah, yeah.
I'm on my face. I attacked that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a bandwagon. I'm just hopping on the train late. But I don't know. It was just a different sound. I thought he did really. I don't know. I like the album. I think there's a lot of like variety in it.
Yeah, exactly.
For me.
Exactly.
But
Not
yeah,
much.
that's really it. I mean, Kendrick on here. It's a really good album there. That's my top. That's my 10-9-8 though.
10-9-8.
The thing about this album, he switched it so much. Like every other song sounds different. Like he can go from
Talented kid,
man. family ties to slow it down to like do-rag activity, and just switch it up with some, it's literally called a melodic blue for a reason.
Bro, his sound is so unique too.
It is. No one's touching it.
So
and his flow is unique as well. Like, I don't know people who really rap like him.
Nah, I don't.
He's great. Great artist, man.
I get a little
Mark on that pussy.
like
Turn back on my bitch.
kind of Kendrick-ish. You know what I mean? But it's not Kendrick though.
I heard people saying that. Okay.
Maybe like a young Kendrick.
I agree.
Young Kendrick.
It's like Kendrick, but it doesn't really
It's
sound
not.
like him. Like,
It's
No.
not.
It doesn't
He
really
has
It's
his own
different.
sound. He has his
Yeah,
own
it is
sound
different.
for sure.
Sure.
But shout out to Baby Keem.
Shout out Baby Keem. Bright future, man.
Solid ass album, man. Still young in the game, but solid.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who wants to go with their 10, 9, 8?
We can go harder.
Yeah, I'll go.
Go, Brian.
Okay, so at number 10, hey, if you know this album, you really, know your stuff. Okay, so first thing we got, or at number 10, we got Javon with King Cheetah.
Okay.
Yep. Look, very, very, very underground artist, right? He is incredible. His number one, his rhyme schemes, his patterns, his wordplay is crazy, and it's so unorthodox. Like it's almost like an MF Doom, but like it's his own style. Like the way it's like it's jazz, it's rap, tiny bit maybe like R&B, maybe a little bit, but look, great album. It's only 22-minute album, right? But each song is like a different intricacy. It's dope. Really good album.
Damn, 22 minutes. That's crazy.
22 minutes, but each song is different. Each rhyme pattern is different. Like everything's different. Dope artist.
If you could pack in, a great album for 22 minutes, you're a really good artist. Because there's people out here dropping. I ain't gonna say no names. Dropping 24 albums, 24 song albums.
They gotta stop with that.
And it's just like you get tired after 10,
12, yeah.
10. You're like, it's not looking too good for you, man. It's not looking too good. But shout out to Javon, man. 22-minute album. That's solid.
That's crazy.
So I forgot to do my honorable mentions. Right, we got 2 of them. Okay. First honorable mention, which this is tough. So 10. I was really ruffling between 3 albums for 10. Obviously, Javon made it. But first honorable mention is Loot with Gold Mouth. This guy is going to be great. He's just same as Javon, right? He's got his own style. Songs like Crashing, where you can slow down maybe a tad bit, but you have songs like Getting Every Dollar. You got
beautiful.
The song with Cause, I think it's Eye to Eye, I want to say. He's great, and he's in Dreamville, so
Shout out Dreamville.
Bird song with Jid and Saba, flows are crazy. He's gonna be great.
That's a
great
crazy
artist,
feature.
man. Great, but first honorable mention, I hate to leave him out. I hate it. That can be interchanged with Javon as well, but great album. Crashing, I love that.
Shout out Luke, man.
Life, how he breaks it down, slows it down, talking about his daughter, things like that. But shout out Luke, yeah.
I got a story about Luke. The crazy thing about Luke, he was actually gonna quit, rapping. I don't know. I guess it's just like his path is just crazy. But he got a call from Jermaine. Jermaine called him in the 12th hour, just right before he was about to quit, and told him, invited him over to work on an album.
Crazy.
So
J. Cole, man.
Shout out J. Cole, man.
Shout out Jermaine.
What a humble guy.
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Shout out RDC Road too, man. We love y'all for real. But all right, second honorable mention, Mick Jenkins, Elephant in the Room. So when we talk about underrated rappers, this guy's the definition of underrated. No matter what he drops, still not in the limelight enough. Elephant in the Room. He has maybe contender song of the years on this album. With I think Valley of the. I want to say it's called Valley of the Shadows. Or, let me see. Yeah, the Valley of the Shadows. Incredible song.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen, incredible song. Look,
I love that song.
very, very good artist. His bars and his wordplay, his lyrics, like you can tell he really loves the craft every time he writes. But can't say enough about him. He's great artist. Tough to leave him out, but Had to.
Extremely underrated.
Extremely.
Man, check that album out for real. If y'all haven't listened to that, go check that out.
Yes. For
The
real.
Valley of the Shadow of Death. That's probably one of my favorite songs of the year.
Dude, facts.
Not
That
gonna lie.
beat is crazy
That
too.
beat's crazy. The little hook or whatever. Everything on it.
Yeah.
Is
You
really
know,
good.
the thing about us, check your tone. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put you on game. You know, we don't listen to just like the stuff everybody listens to. We don't.
Mhm.
You know, we like to experiment and
Branch
out. So
Yeah.
we're gonna put you on albums and people that most people don't. So go check that out.
And I think the group here is very diverse. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's like a Neapolitan ice cream. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably I'm the vanilla. Bobby's strawberry. He's a little fruity.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's crazy.
Bryans the chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Look, very true. Very true.
Pause.
We're
Check
all
that.
we
Pause
all
that out.
well, we all like different styles of
Yeah,
rap,
for
but
sure.
we all can appreciate
For sure,
every
for sure.
every branch. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
you'll
gonna be
definitely
dope.
get like different sides with all
Different takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure.
Number 9, as mentioned before, we have Baby Keem with the Melodic Blue. Like when this first drops, like crazy, very innovative and intelligent album. You could tell throughout the whole album he was really experimenting with the sound. You can tell he doesn't really have one sound yet. He's just, this song is different sound, this song. So we have Issues, Scapegoats, Family Ties, Gorgeous. It's every song is a different feel, and I really like that. And as I was listening, it's like an 808s, the beat patterns and everything. It's 808s, but like different. It's different sound slightly. But you can tell he was heavily influenced by Kanye, 100%. So can't give that enough plaudits either. He's an incredible artist with like a bright future as well. I mean, his freaking cousin is Kendrick Lamar, so.
Isn't everybody? Everybody's a little influenced by Kanye.
Yeah,
It seems
true.
like.
Facts.
Nowadays, yeah.
But like, great album. Couldn't have started off with a better one, but I'm definitely excited to see what he has in the future, for sure.
For sure.
Solid.
So
Very young guy, so he's on the come up for sure.
Facts.
I'm glad we agreed. We got something to agree with.
We also have a second agreement. Number 7, we got Nas with King's Disease 2.
These two.
Is that 8?
Or sorry, I'm sorry. 8. I'm sorry.
Okay.
8. Nas, King's Disease 2. Can't say enough. This guy's the GOAT. One of the GOATs. One of the greatest
He's my GOAT.
ever touched the mic. I don't care. Look, you can't be this age still rapping that crazy. It's not normal. He's one of a kind. Maybe along with Jay, Kanye. He's one of a kind. Like songs like Nobody, getting Lauryn Hill back in the game. That already should tell you.
Legendary.
That's legendary. You have songs like Rare, beat is crazy. Shout out to Hit Boy again. Count Me In. He just, what I really like about Nas, which is like a, I don't know, when I listen to music, I listen crazy. Like I love music, but like Nas is never, every flow Nas picks, it seems to be right. Like the way he lands on downbeats, he's never off at all. Like it's very cadency, but it's like a perfect cadence. He knows exactly what he's doing when he's writing. You can never judge his content. His content's always going to be good.
On point.
Like, he's legendary, bro. Legendary. So, once again, King's Disease 2, great, solid album. Solid, definitely one of the best rap albums to come out this year, for sure.
For sure.
I agree. King's Disease is very solid. Very solid. King's Disease too.
But, here's my 10, 9, and 8.
What are you thinking, Bobby?
What we got?
For number 10,
You're
I'm
in
gonna
the
get a
hot
lot of flack for this, but this man right here gets a lot of hate in the music industry just because I don't know, he brings a certain confidence that a lot of people do not like. But this album, to me, incorporated a lot of the things that people don't like. But to me, it's just a very solid album. I'm gonna go with Trump 2 by Russ.
I want to go ahead and apologize that I haven't listened to the album yet.
I haven't listened to it completely either.
He's a great artist.
So this man right here, a lot of people do not like him, and I can get it, but the people he brought out on this album right here, they're not gonna be fucking with him like that unless he's good. These guys are hip hop, legends. So, I mean, you have You have Styles P, Big Crit, Snoop Dogg, you know, Wale, Joey Badass hopped on it. I mean,
Big Sean.
Ghostface Killer
Crazy.
And Conway on one song.
Crazy.
I mean, shout out to Russ, man. But go ahead, he got bars. I mean, you know, he can actually write a beat. He's always just, I don't know, he just brings kind of like a certain feeling to rap.
He's different.
A lot of people don't have, but I really solid album. Really solid album.
He's
Chump
great, man.
2, Chump 2. So go check
I
that
mess
out if
with
y'all
Russ.
not.
Even I know this isn't on Chump 2, but there's a song he has with Black Thought called Momentum, and he doesn't even sound out of place. And you're on a song with Black Thought, like, you can tell he definitely appreciates the craft as well.
Yeah.
Like, he's obviously got the stamp. Like, Papoose on this album. Like,
Yeah,
it's freaking crazy.
He got a lot of people on
So,
this
yeah,
joint.
good rapper for sure.
So what is that though? What is the reason why Russ catches so much flack?
It was something happened a few years back.
The thing that I think it is, he tries to expose a lot of the fakeness in the industry, in the rap industry, because there's a lot of, you know, people that are trying to keep him down just because he's speaking so much truth. That's what I think, in terms of like, oh, your favorite rapper is not like that. Is basically what he's saying. Like they're fake,
Okay.
basically. But
So he's kind of being like the.
and he's also, you know, in a predominantly, you know, black industry. He's
Was he Hispanic or
he's
something?
an Italian guy.
He's
you
an
know?
Italian?
And he's
That's my culture, bro.
Yeah,
I
so-
need to be bumping him.
he's actually a really good rapper, yo. So
Mhm.
check that out.
Nah, and he had a really good freestyle. He I don't know. He is good for sure.
Number 9, we got a trap star from Kentucky, ESTG, with Bigger Than Life or Death. So this man right here, you know, said Mike Money over here saying trap music is dying in a sense.
Exposing? That's crazy.
Exposing, but this is a very solid album. I feel like a lot of trap music nowadays gets kind of it's kind of old and repetitive, especially the drum patterns on it.
Yeah, we're done.
But this album right here, it just feels different in the sense of he I want to say he changes his sound up more or less, but just like the lot of the beats on there are different from a lot of trap music you hear nowadays. It's not just a lot of like flute and other, you know, patterns that is used today in trap music, but I don't know. It's just a very solid album. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I can go back and listen to a lot of the songs. A lot of albums, you know, like trap albums nowadays, you can't go back and listen because it just gets like, oh, man, he's talking about the same stuff, same stuff.
Same
But
things.
One thing you notice with me is I don't listen to a lot of trap just because it gets a little bit repetitive for me. But if I'm not a hater, like if a trap song is good, if a trap album's good, I'm gonna like the album. But I just don't listen to it like a lot, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I like trap.
it's dying though.
I think it is. I think there just isn't. It's not as like pioneered. It's a lot of, you know. I feel like when those like Fetty Wap, Future, when they were coming up, they were like pioneering it.
Whoa.
Not pioneering it, but like they were bringing in different sounds. That
Okay.
like
Future for sure. But the real trap, you know, people that brought it up is, you know, T.I., Lil Wayne.
okay, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously,
So
but
those guys. But
it was just different though. It felt
It was different. Yeah, because Future's different than like a T.I.
100%.
Thug's different than a Wayne.
That's what I mean. Sorry,
Yeah.
that was. Yeah.
But this,
I think the rappers coming in now. I haven't heard this album though, you know, so I'm
really
not gonna
solid, really solid.
I'm not gonna judge it.
Yeah.
I saw it on a few lists, so I'm assuming it's pretty good.
Yeah. A lot of, especially his deluxe version, he even came back with a lot more hard songs on there too as well. But yeah, very solid album.
Yeah, this just didn't feel like a trap year though, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot more introspective rap this year for sure. Yeah, for sure.
We've been missing that.
Because, you know, I feel like the pandemic brought a lot of people like into their, you know, their thinking, you know, actual rap.
Bubble, yeah. I feel
So it created a lot of creativity
For sure.
that you wouldn't see in previous years.
yeah.
Because they have a lot more time to work on their music.
For sure.
Okay.
All right, what we got next?
My number 8. Shout out to Griselda. I got this list is very Griselda heavy. I got The Plugs I Met Too by Benny the Butcher featuring Harry Fraud. So man, Benny the Butcher, man, what can I say, man? One of my top rappers of this year. He's released a lot of music, but this album right here, man, I'm talking about, man, it's just it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Just the production on it by Harry Fraud is effortless. The thing about Benny, he really can just rap without even trying. Like Benny's just so like it just sounds good too, and the stuff he's talking about is real solid, man. Just a great album, man. He has Fat Joe on it, Talking Back, longevity. He's really shown that he can he has a staple in the game. He can actually stay and succeed when a lot of people fall off very easily. But I'm very excited for what Benny got in the future. He just signed an actual record deal to, I believe it was Jay-Z's
what is it?
I don't know. He just signed to Jay-Z.
That's crazy.
He just signed to Jay-Z though, I believe.
Damn.
So
That's crazy.
So a lot of the new music he's gonna be coming out with is
Rock.
huh?
That's what I was thinking.
Rock Nation. I think he just signed to Rock Nation. So shout out Benny the Butcher.
Look,
Rock Nation.
He's
this great album. Look, Crowns for Kings is probably one of my. Hold up.
That was
That's the deluxe. Is that on deluxe?
no, that was the Plugs I Met, I believe.
Oh, number one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
wrong
he drop?
album. I lied.
But this album is really
Didn't
good.
he have 2 albums this year? Or
Yeah,
no?
he had no, it was on Burn.
Oh no, he didn't.
The Burner Proof was Crown of Kings. But go check that out. Go check out Plugs I Met Too.
That's probably my favorite Griselda album
What?
on the year. This one?
This one?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Still a great album. 100%. And yeah, look, Griselda's just, they're on fire right now.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
all of them are on fire. So, we're definitely going to be hearing from them for a while.
Yeah.
Because they don't sound like they're going to stop anytime soon.
Coming out with some heat.
Yeah.
A lot of guys making noise in Griselda.
Facts.
It's different, bro. It's different.
Great artists, great rappers.
For sure.
That's it?
Is that it?
That's my
There we
top.
go.
Alright, man.
That's my bottom 3.
Well, it's funny because my number 7 is The Plugs I Met Too.
Dang.
Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
The Butcher's coming.
That tag's elite.
Yeah, I mean this album for me was just a hard album. I'm not even. Bobby already basically hit every note on it. It's just really good features, really good, and honestly like 9 songs. That's like the
You
perfect.
get them out, yeah, perfect. Maybe
Start
a little
hitting
more.
fit. Yeah, maybe like 12 songs would be cool. But it's a good album to me. I really like it. It's different.
Is Benny y'all's favorite Griselda member?
He's definitely my favorite. I think so. Just because a lot of the just the album Tana Talk 3s is very solid. I mean, Burner Proof. If you guys listened to that last year,
Great album. as well.
great album. Burner Proof is great. So most of the single albums he drops is gonna hit. He's not gonna miss on an album. I mean, this album right here,
One Way Flight, hard.
One Way Flight, Timeless.
Timeless,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you have
Legend.
Yeezy. I mean, not Yeezy. Weezy hop on the track with you. You're gonna be solid, man. So
Mine probably used to be Conway, but the more I started listening to Benny, it switched up. I don't know, something about Benny's. I mean, they're all hard, but
I don't know. He brings just like a certain flair. Like
It's an energy, bro.
Yeah,
It is an
crazy.
energy.
Yeah, energy's crazy.
he a legend now. He's not gonna be a legend. Like his song said, I'm a legend now. Shit.
He's hard,
He's a
bro.
legend
He's
now. So
Cole, great, yeah. Great
he's still underground, sort of underground, but
yeah.
check him out for sure.
For sure. That's probably my favorite Griselda member as well. Benny.
Hey, don't count out Conway not Conway.
What's up?
Yeah, Conway the Machine. Conway the Machine's
Oh, Conway, yeah.
Conway the Machine, man.
Still cold.
Check him out. La Machina, a great. That's
Yeah.
probably another one of my
That was on my short list too.
yeah,
bro.
one of my reasonable. What's it called?
Honorable mention.
Honorable mentions,
Yeah, yeah.
honorable mentions. So
Yeah.
check that out for sure.
I still need to listen to that dude. But
Conway, man.
so my next album, number 6 for me.
What we got?
This is, it's different. You know, it's not a rap album per se.
We know what it is. We know what it is. Go on ahead.
Listen, I got Silk Sonic
Yeah.
at 6. I think this
Hip-hop
is
umbrella. Your fault.
yeah. And this album to me was, you know, some people say it's kind of similar to a lot of stuff, but to me, you know, it's like a play on 70s type vibes, and I think they did it really well. It's got like throughout the whole album, it's all bangers. It's just, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, like,
I agree.
it's a vibe.
Look,
It's a vibe, bro. You really can't go wrong with it.
Anderson .Paak has been needing his flowers. Malibu is still one of the best albums to drop in this decade. I'll stand on that. He's really in a lane of his own when it comes to music, I think. But Silk Sonic, great album, great piece of music, which we haven't really heard this style in, I would say, a little bit. So it's great that like they brought this back. No complaints on the album, really. It's just great music. Solid
I
album.
agree.
I mean, when something can actually make you like get up and want to like dance and
Yeah.
and make you want to like go to like a disco
Yeah.
ball or something.
Nice.
I mean, that's solid, man.
They complement each other
yeah.
too well. Like
Anderson .Paak is one of the best musicians of our generation. So
100%.
I want to,
Sure.
like you said, give him his flowers.
yeah, 100%.
Is Bruno Mars timeless music? Is this like music that you guys could be seeing played? Like him as an artist, is he 30 years from now
Yeah,
being played?
I can definitely
100%.
see like our kids being like turn that old people music off and playing like
No, cause like, do you think that?
no we'll be playing it still.
you're saying like,
But I'm low key. I'm saying though, do you think that kids will be playing
oh
it?
kids.
Like we listen to Michael Jackson. Is he on that? Not Michael Jackson level,
Whoa.
but
Like timeless in a
the
sense.
timeless in that way. Because there are artists from the 70s that people listen to now. Is Bruno Mars going to be that kind of guy in like 2030?
He makes like
That's even closer. 2030 sounds crazy, but it's only
wild. That's 9 years.
that's low key close.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so. Yeah. Bruno Mars in 9 years. Catch a Grenade. That's not like a 10 year. That's not like a 5 years long.
You said what?
Catch a Grenade. That's not like a 5 years.
What you saying is it can last?
Yeah, people will
oh,
do
for
that.
sure.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
so too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's great musician just in totality,
Yeah,
bro. He's amazing.
And the thing about him, he can go away for a couple years
Exactly.
and then come back and drop this, and it's an
People
infusion
are
of
doing
70s soul music and today's pop genre.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. And then teaming up with Anderson .Paak and Silk Sonic as a group, man, it's just
Crazy
Yeah,
duo.
It's different
Crazy.
for sure.
smoking out the window.
That
That's just
that's hard, bro.
yeah.
So, moving on though, the next one, number 5 for me. Great album, ish.
Bitch. If it's 5, that
Ish.
yeah.
That's
The off season, J. Cole.
Whoa, what do you mean ish?
This is a good album.
Okay.
He's a J. Cole hater.
I'm not a J. Cole hater. I love J. Cole so
I'm
much
playing. I feel you. Expectations.
that my expectations
Yeah.
were crazy, and to me, this wasn't a letdown per se. It's a little underwhelming. I think his next album, which is crazy to say because that means I have even higher expectations, but I think his next album is really one he's focused on, that he's worrying about. This was just a collection of albums that didn't make the cut, songs that didn't make the cut, and it's still a solid collection though.
It is.
That's why it's number 5 for me. I love J. Cole though.
You gotta get that out there.
I love him.
Look, my expectations weren't as high because the way he built up the album, and if you saw on the sheet of paper he posted on Instagram, where like it was like interlude, the off season, then the fall off, you could tell that it wasn't like a album.
Mhm.
The front of the cover is a basketball hoop on fire. He's trying to build that like the warm up esque feel before he drops the actual thing. So I think it's obviously not like 10 out of 10 classic album, but I still think I think it did what it was supposed to do. Like the purpose of this album did what it was supposed to do. And like songs like The Climb Back, it's a joke. Like that's one of his best rap songs easily in my opinion. Climb Back, Amari is a great song. Let Go My Hand is one of my favorite J. Cole songs now. Like Hunger on Hillside is still dope. Now there are a couple tracks where I'm like, I'm not going back to that. You know? But in totality, I still think it's a solid album. Great. It did what it was supposed to do, in my opinion.
You think it was like a holdover, like
until the album?
Yeah. He didn't want.
I think it was like you're warming up for the album.
It's the off season.
It's the off season. Yeah, you almost
getting ready for the season.
The thing about this album for me, I feel like it was just like a culmination of like, you know, all his mixtapes. So the come up, the warm up, Friday Night Lights, and he just put it all together for this album. Like kind of like, you know, just ending that, you know, that chapter of his music.
Okay. I feel you.
So this album right here, a lot of people, you know, didn't like it just because they want that 2014 feel, like, and I feel like he's moving away from that and going towards more like just, I mean, this shit's too easy for him now, you know. That's what he said.
I feel well, a lot of what I heard from people was they just wanted more rap, not more rapping, but better rapping, because they were saying like, because the way when he was building up, he came back with a freestyle, you know what freestyle is called. But he came back with a freestyle. People thought he was going to be just spazzing on every song. So people, in that sense, I felt like were a little let down when, like, I guess songs like maybe like 100 Mil, maybe are on there.
Even Pride is the Devil.
Even Pride is the Devil, you know. So I get the little disappointment in it. But that, I'm pretty sure, I feel like, is going to be on the off season. He's saving all of that, or excuse me, the fall off. He's saving all of that for the fall off. And so,
I agree.
Which we're getting.
I agree.
On January 28th. You heard it here first, because Earth Gang said a couple months back they're dropping their album the same day J. Cole will, and they announced they're dropping their album on January 28th, which is whose birthday? J. Cole's birthday. That's too aligned not to happen.
The Real is back. The Ville is back.
This upcoming.
Flo Bananas here. Peeled is back. And what you find
it's got to be the next year.
You might be right.
There's no way he's ready.
Actually, you might be right.
There's no way he's ready to drop it.
So maybe they said that just for
that's
1 year after. That's kind of cool.
January 28th is probably
that's one of my favorite.
The best J. Cole songs.
That intro, you know something's coming.
But
The Real is back. The Ville is back. Flo Bananas.
I just feel like this album is very good. I don't know. I don't know why people. I don't see the hate on it as much as, you know, it should. It doesn't. I don't know.
There's not a lot of substance, in my opinion.
I can see that.
The Climb Back. I mean, that's all you need right there.
Right, but
Close.
we're talking about the entirety of the album.
No, listen, bro. Do you know what Close is talking about? He has a dream where his homie is gonna, you know, he's not close to his homie anymore as he used to be, and he has a dream about his friend getting shot, and then he wakes up, and then he said, and his mom tells him that his friend got shot, and he said, "Damn, this life is no joke." So there's a lot of introspective songs.
There is, and that's a great song. It's one of my favorite songs on the album.
So I can understand what he's saying though, in a sense, because like,
I think there is substance in it.
There are some songs where he's just talking about how much he has and what he's gonna do, and it's just not J. Cole-esque. It's not him. That's what I mean by substance. And maybe there are songs on here where it was introspective, and like I was saying before, I think he had a collection of throwaways, but threw in some of those really good songs to complete the album. I just don't think the entirety of the album has the substance that J. Cole is used to.
I just disagree with that. I just think he's really just flexing. Like, he's showing, like, I can rap and I can still make your music better than you. Talking about, like, other rappers, like, that make the, like, certain music styles.
He is flexing, but I don't think it works on every song. I don't think it works.
It doesn't.
On every song on the album.
Yeah, but it's not every song though. I mean, 100 Mil.
It's not every song, but
it's still number 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I just feel like he can do that. Like, he doesn't have to be. He just have to.
But that's why it's not like number 1.
Yeah. I understand that, but that's just my take on it.
This is not the level that he is used to, in my opinion.
So where would you rank this in his discography?
Like number?
Yeah.
Or
yeah. Give me a number.
Hold on. Let me think about this for a second.
Okay, I'm definitely choosing 2014 over it.
Okay.
I'm definitely choosing
Friday Night Lights.
Is it albums? Or
I'm talking about albums.
Okay, just albums?
Definitely
Okay,
2014. I'm definitely choosing Born Sinner.
For sure.
And I'm definitely choosing.
I'm putting For Your Eyes Only over it.
The song For Your Eyes Only in itself.
I know that whole song. I know that whole song.
I would say, yeah, probably floating around 4.
Okay.
I agree. I think it's better than KOD, and I think it's better than Sideline Story.
I think floating around 4. Yeah.
The more I listen to KOD,
I think this album's better than Born Sinner.
I don't know about that.
Wow.
I can't do that.
Whoa.
I can't do that.
I do.
Whoa.
I do. I think there's a lot of songs in
We
there.
got our title. Is Off Season better than Born Sinner?
I think that there's a lot of songs in there that Power Trip, like it's a really good song, but I feel like
classic
I
song.
feel like it's just overpopularized just because
What do you mean?
that's a strong take, but I don't know. I feel like it's just overpopularized just because
I don't think there's one song
I
on
think it's
Off
overrated.
Season better than Power Trip.
I do.
I don't think there is.
The climax
The
crazy.
Climb Back.
In the rap essence, that song is
It's hard to compare that in that way because there are different songs.
Look, I would genuinely take 2.
So when you first heard it, the Off Season, what was your actual first take on it?
Underwhelming. I
Underwhelming.
was expecting a lot.
You really thought it was underwhelming the first take?
First take.
Because when I heard My Life, bro, I was like, damn, this
There were songs on there where I was like, wow, this is crazy, and I still feel that way. But the entirety of the album was underwhelming to me.
My Life, bro. That's probably the top 10 song of the year. It's in the Grammy nomination for the rap song of the year.
This is the thing. This is what I got, right? I agree with him with the totality because first listen, I was like, yo, this album's crazy.
Mhm.
That was my first listen. Second, third, fourth listen, songs like Punching the Clock and Applying Pressure. When I first heard it, I was like, yo, this is amazing. Then I listened to it more. I think it just kind of got like less. It just kind of got a little mundane, tiny bit. Still good songs, but that when I first heard it to when like off my re-listens, they just sounded different. Sounded a little different.
Mhm.
But they're still good songs. So I think like, but I can't fam. Born Sinner,
Born Sinner's a great album. Great album.
The Illuminati, Land of the Snakes, Power Trip, She Knows, Rich, Forbidden Fruit, Crooked Smile, Let Nas Down, Sparks.
It's solid.
Come on,
I think
that's not.
I
come
think-
on, Off-Season's not.
I think that's number 3 in his discography. But I think this.
That's fair.
I think that's
I think-
a better.
I think-
That's more reasonable.
I think it's interchangeable. To be honest with you.
There's no way.
To be honest with you.
I can't do that.
Born Sinner.
But I love
You
this.
know what we're talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Born Sinner.
Dude, I'm the biggest probably the biggest J.
I
Cole
know.
fan.
That's why I'm confused. So
But-
you're choosing. So let's do this. You're choosing. So, which songs on the off season? So what's best couple songs on Born Sinner?
Pull it back up.
Let me see. Forbidden Fruit. Go down a little bit.
Watch for the Adam's apple.
New York Times, come listen to these New York rhymes. Oh, that shit's hard.
That was hard as hell.
Dude, no. Off season's not
There's
touching
no way.
this album. It's not.
I
It's
think
not touching this album.
I think it is.
It's
But
not touching
that's
this
just my
album.
take. That's just my take on it. Cause this.
This is my thing. If you took, let's say you took Power Trip, took Land of the Snakes, took Forbidden Fruit, took whatever, Let Nas Down, whatever, put them on the off season, that makes it a much better album. If you take the top 4 or 5 songs, on the offseason, you put it
100%.
on Born Center, I don't think it makes it like that much better of an album.
What if-
because of
That's
how
factual.
great it already is.
No, that's factual.
Okay.
That's
That's
No,
solid.
that is
give
a
your opinion.
factual.
That's solid, but I just feel like you guys are just you've seen so much greatness from J. Cole, so it's kind of like it's undermining his greatness is undermining.
I wasn't underwhelmed though. That's
to
the
his
thing. I
album.
was underwhelmed.
Yeah, I get that. I get
So
that.
it's not like I'm disappointed in the album. I think the album did what it did, 100%.
And a lot of people just I feel like J. Cole falls into that umbrella, as well as like Russ. Like he gets so much flack and hate
He does.
from the rap community just because he doesn't always come with like just straight like GOMD or certain songs like that anymore. Just because he feels like he doesn't need to. That's literally what he said.
This is a lot of the thing as well. So Kendrick's my favorite rapper probably, and the debate between like Kendrick and Cole, right? A lot of the reason why sometimes I don't really give Cole slack, to be honest. I'm not like a hater. Like I love J. Cole, but a lot of the time whenever I hear him say, "I'm the GOAT, I'm the best, I'm the top of the game," blah 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 blah. To hear him say that over and over and over, and then to hear the off season, then it's like, what did you give us that solidifies that statement?
Mm-hmm.
If Kendrick is saying, I'm the GOAT, I'm the GOAT, I'm the GOAT, then he drops T-Pad, you're like, okay, you're good. Then he drops Dan, you're like, okay, you're okay. But if you hear, I'm the GOAT, I'm the GOAT, I'm the GOAT, and then you hear the off season, are you like, oh yeah, he's the GOAT? No. So in that sense, it is kind of like, that sense, it might be a little bit underwhelming, but I don't really take that into like too much account because it's just words. Like you're just saying I'm the GOAT. Everyone's gonna say I'm the GOAT, right? But you gotta back it up more crazily. Like
Yeah, I see.
In
I
that
feel that.
sense.
I feel that. But
And I think you will. I think the
he
fall
will as
off
well. Yes.
will be crazy.
I agree.
I also agree with you when you said he's kind of just it's kind of just like a warm up for
Yeah, it is. It's gotta be.
And that might be what it is. I wasn't really coming into it expecting that because I hadn't done like a lot of research. I was expecting like an album, like a legitimate,
Oh, okay.
like something he really wants. I mean, he probably did.
because he's
but
not gonna tour off this. He's not gonna have an actual tour off this. I mean, he did.
He did, but
would
he
have to, but,
he definitely.
It's still like that's a
It's
mixtape
not.
cover. That's a mixtape album cover.
Yeah.
So you know what he was going like. All right, I can just tell what he was going for in that sense. Yeah. And the off season, yeah. But
That's
the
that's
offseason.
my 5. So
Oh, me next.
you're next, bro.
All right,
765.
What we got? 7. 7 and 6 were tough. Dang, do I change this right now?
Listen, man. It's set in stone whenever you do that.
This is tough. Okay. 7. 7, let's go with off season.
Off season.
Just switched it.
Wow.
7, let's go with off season. We just talked pretty much for how long about it. Like I said, wasn't underwhelmed because I know this is what I expected. I pretty much know what I expected. The Climbback is one of the best rapping performances I've heard in a while by rappers. Love that song. Amari, great song. The intro, 95. People don't talk about 95 South enough for me. That intro really set like
This shit too easy for me now.
hard.
It was
hard
good.
intro.
It was very good.
Let Go My Hand, bro. That's just Black and Balls on that song went crazy. And J. Cole's what J. Cole's talking about when he said, today my son said, Dad, let go of my hand. I don't even have a son, but like that still hit me because I know that's like the premise of the song in itself. So like crazy, great album still. Like no hate for it, no hate. Great.
I don't
great
think
album.
Boss gets enough credit either.
He doesn't.
In my opinion,
Great art- his artistry is great.
he's crazy, bro.
I didn't
And
even.
his music he makes himself is crazy.
I need to check out albums. I haven't heard a full Boz.
Huge Boz fan over here.
Sounds
Hey,
about-
Boz, if you watching this, Boz, give my man some merch, some tickets or something.
Bro, spilled milk. You know the vibes.
Crazy.
But
go ahead.
y'all won't agree with me.
This is controversial, like.
Second best Dreamville member
Okay.
behind J. Cole. We don't gotta talk about that
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's.
But
another day.
that's my
For
opinion.
another day.
Okay, I'm not even
Y'all are a
mad
little
at
mad.
that.
Shout out
Y'all are a
Dreamville,
little
man.
I
mad.
just have a different opinion.
Shout out Dreamville Records.
Shout out
Man,
Dreamville for real.
You guys are good.
6. Kanye West.
Mm-hmm. Wait, whoa, what's not his name?
Yay.
Yay.
Donda. Now look.
Wow.
Now look.
Yeah, my fault.
The amount of tracks on the album,
Crazy.
stupid amount, right?
2 hours.
So that's wild. 2 hours is wild. So it's not gonna be like an album that is just like incredible top to bottom. But what Kanye West is gonna make sure he does is make music.
Mm-hmm.
He makes music. He makes real music that people will enjoy no matter what, right? Songs like Hurricane with the features like The Weeknd, songs like Keep My Spirit Alive, 24,
Remote Control.
No Child Left Behind. Believe, look, first time I heard Believe What I Say, I almost lost my mind. That Lauryn Hill sample is wild.
She went crazy. Lauren Hill went crazy this year.
This lifestyle drag. That Lauryn Hill sample is crazy. He's gonna make music.
Yo.
Song of the year,
Song of the year.
Life of the Party.
Song of the year.
Life of
I
the
can't say
party.
It's a consensus. It's a consensus.
Look, that Andre verse, I'm saying this right now, is probably top 10 verses I've ever heard any genre ever. Okay, first time I heard that. Look, when Kanye speaks, not Kanye, when Andre speaks, you just shut up and listen. Look, tears
Just
in my
hard.
eyes. Hey Miss, I heard Hey Miss Donda.
Hey,
I knew it was raps.
That was it. You heard.
I knew it was raps.
You heard 3 stacks.
He said,
you know
what? Maybe she has in the form of a blade of grass that pricked me, or something like.
While I was laying down too
Yeah.
long.
Like the way he uses imagery, the way he uses words is not. He is in a lane of his own when it comes to rappers, in that sense, in my opinion. He does it like. The way he puts words together is odd. Bro. He's an alien,
Yeah.
bro. But
Because when you hear that, you actually think of yourself laying
Yes.
down and.
the imagery
For
that
sure.
he paints, the way he uses it, is fake, man. He's crazy. But Donda, great
Man.
artistry
beautiful.
throughout the entire thing. Even songs like Off the Grid, which I don't love as much as other people do, but it's still a good song. Like good song. So
So
yes,
it's
really
good
songs
compliment.
here. Yeah,
Big compliment to it.
good songs here, but some are forgettable as well. I have to say that.
Very solid.
For sure.
Very solid.
Solid.
Andre's another one of those artists that, like I said about Nas earlier,
Yeah,
they can do it. Any era,
Yeah,
they can do it.
that's the thing, bro. If you get a Kanye, I keep saying Kanye. If you get an Andre 3000 feature, you know he's gonna go crazy. He never doesn't try
Mhm.
when he's writing.
Mhm.
He's the epitome, in my opinion, of what rap is, like literal rhythm and poetry. He's a poet. Like
Poet. For
he
sure.
cares about the craft 100%. So that's on Andre. Hopefully, you did say you want to work with Tyler and Kendrick and Jay. Hopefully, we get that. Who knows?
Get that started, man.
But Kendrick and Andre, that's wild. We'll see. But yeah, there we go. At 6, that is Donda.
Okay.
Number 5. Okay. This is tough. Okay. 5, 4, and 3 were tough, but I actually did a re-listen to this a couple days ago. Changed my opinions here and there. But at number 5, we got the man himself, genius, Tyler, the Creators. Call me if you get lost. Look, when I tell you this was a complete breath of fresh air to the hip hop sound, bro. First hearing on this one, I was like, yo, this guy's amazing. Every single song is different. Every single song sounds like it could be standalone in a different album. Like, let's just go from DJ Drama in the intro, right? Setting the tone for the whole album. Going to What's Your Name? Like, I don't listen to Young Boy. I don't really like him, but I gotta give plaudits to him here.
Bro, he was a perfect fit on that song.
Perfect fit. I didn't think he would be that perfect, but I gotta give it up. He's sounded amazing. Great on the album. Ty Dolla $ign, he will always sound
You know what that
amazing,
is though? That's part of Tyler knowing
100%.
what will make a good sound.
And that's one thing I was gonna bring up. Anytime there's a feature on Tyler's songs, the sound is for that feature. Hot Wind Blows, that's perfect for Lil Wayne. There's nothing. It's perfect for him. Even like the fact that he knew how to use. I wouldn't say that. How to use YoungBoy, because YoungBoy, that was YoungBoy. We gotta give credit to YoungBoy, but it fit perfectly. Sweet / I thought you wanted to dance. That's 10 minutes. It is all amazing. All
So
10
good.
minutes is amazing.
Beautiful.
So good.
Amazing track. I know a lot of people. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about Rise. That's probably my top 3 on the album. Top 3 to 5.
Really.
Dude, something about it, like the instrumentation that Tyler uses in his albums is crazy. The first 30 seconds is not gonna sound like the next 30 seconds. And 30 seconds after that is not gonna sound like the previous 30. Like he knows how to not be mundane and how to switch it up within just one song. So Rise, like, and what people don't understand, I don't think, is he can rap for real.
Mm-hmm.
He can rap for real, like, and his flows are nice. Like, he's incredible. And lastly, let me touch on this. Wilshire is probably my favorite on the whole album. That or maybe Hot One Blow. Look, Wilshire, however you say it. That is literally 8.5 minutes of just melancholy relatability, pretty much. Like the way he words things, the way he talks about his situations, and you can relate to that. It was like Drake in a sense, but like the beat pattern reminded me of "Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst." But
Facts. That's a good point.
it's amazing. You could tell what he was trying to
good
do.
point.
Like just 8.5 minutes of amazingness.
Real storytelling. I'll
Facts.
tell you that. I'll tell you that.
Facts. Like, let me just get my.
It's almost like a storytelling that fits more of our generation. Because like I'm not gonna relate to, like gang related issues.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Facts.
But Tyler's more,
Relationship.
Yes.
You can see yourself in that story what he's telling, just because
sure.
he's talking about just
Sure.
catching feelings and not being able to actually pursue that relationship that how you want, which is
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of our generation can actually relate to that. But
Not that I didn't grow up in the trenches.
oh yeah.
This is crazy. Lying on the first pod is wild. But I'm trying to find this, but the lyric is just really. He said, "Shopping till we're dropping." I forgot what he said, but he said, "Shopping till we're dropping, and what you're copying is not an option because your smile is the investment to me." Like, that wasn't word for word what he said, but like, it's crazy because like it's really. The relatability in that is hard because like when you're with the girl, right? Let's say like y'all do go shopping.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you don't care about what she's buying because you
Mhm.
obviously want to see what she's buying.
Yeah.
But the real investment is the time that we're spending together.
Making her happy.
The making her happy.
That's
seeing
crazy,
her smile.
yeah.
Like
That's
his
true.
wordplay. It's throughout the entire track is amazing. So yeah, props to him, bro. He's
Not for real.
Another thing on that,
For real.
that's what a lot of I want to say not only rappers, just musicians, they fail to hit certain emotions that make you want to come back and listen to that song or that album.
yeah.
And Tyler fits that in a lot of his songs, bro. He makes you actually relate to certain situations. Like, damn, man, that shit hit me in the chest.
Yeah.
And you come back to it, like See You Again. A
Yeah.
lot of, like just certain songs that,
Facts.
and Wilshire is a perfect example of that, because, like I said, you can see yourself in that position.
Yeah.
But you're not Tyler the Creator. You're not famous
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah. But that's the thing. You don't have to be him.
yeah,
That's what's crazy.
'Cause
Like you could just be you.
you can.
and
Yeah,
still be in that
exactly.
situation.
You can just.
Great
Yeah.
album. Breath of fresh air, man. Amazing.
For sure.
But shout out Tyler.
Shout out
man.
Tyler, man. I'm excited for what he has in the future.
That was your fifth?
That was my 5th. Yep.
What you got, Bobby?
I'm getting started with number 7.
Yep.
And we got my boy Ye with Donda.
Okay.
Wow, what can I say, man? Just what can I say that hasn't been said already about Ye? Just a musical genius
Facts.
when it comes. The production on here.
Let him know.
Mike Dean, shout out Mike Dean, and shout out
Thanks,
Kanye. Their collaboration
For
is
sure.
crazy, man. I wasn't expecting a lot from this album. I'm not even gonna lie to you, just because a lot of the stuff he's been saying in recent years, like he's going away from certain topics and certain genres that he used to rap about.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, you can actually listen to this and actually feel like
Yes.
positive. It's positive. It's very positive to me, and
You can
I
feel
feel like
something.
a lot of rap music nowadays is not in that positive that positivity aspect of music. And there's a lot of bangers on here too.
Facts.
There's a lot of bangers. Remote Control, Jail. I guess we're going to jail tonight.
I know people clown it as a
Yeah,
meme,
sure.
but that's fire. I don't care. I don't
Yeah,
care,
but-
bro.
You know
Even
what it-
Junior, bro.
And
Junior's gas.
gas.
That shit is gas.
That's
bro.
what's not being, but
That-
That's hard. Like,
You know what? It's another thing. Like, I'm not the biggest Cardi fan,
Yeah.
but Cardi on it goes crazy. He fit the
did.
song. That's what Tyler and Kanye do. They know who to
Yeah.
put on the song.
Facts.
So he's not gonna be the Kanye from 2005, but he doesn't need to be just because he's just that talented.
Exactly.
And this album was just an ode to his mother, and it was just a beautiful setting because a lot of his mother's interviews are in her speeches are in it, and I just thought it was just a beautiful setting, and it really it brought a lot of just happiness, I guess, out of me because I was like, if you know how big Kanye's mom was to him, then because it's just a beautiful ode, and just kudos to Kanye.
100%.
For real.
Awesome album.
Factual.
My number 6.
Yeah.
My number 6 is gonna be another Griselda member, West Side Gun, the founder of Griselda, with Hitler Wears Hermes 8.
Wild title.
So this was the ending of his Hitler Wears Hermes actual catalog. So the crazy thing about this, he released 2 sides. So both sides on this is actually crazy. Like these two, I would call them. I separate them and put them as different albums. But man, what can I say? A lot of people don't like his actual tone just because it's kind of raspy. But he is a freaking rapper, man. I'll tell you what. The people he brings on his songs, and just he knows how to fit certain people and beats on his songs. And I mean, look at some of these features. I mean, he has Benny the Butcher and BSF, the BSF family. He has Matt Kami on it, which is another up and coming artist. 2 Chainz. I mean, Lil Wayne, Steve God Cooks. A lot of these New York guys that are coming up are just, I mean, AZ. I mean, just legends on this album. And if you don't know about Griselda and BSF, you better learn about them because these guys are crazy.
I haven't heard this album, but I listened to Pray for Paris. Still great.
I mean, just look at
West Side's he's cold, man.
Yeah, look at these features on there. I mean, just crazy.
Bro, Lil Wayne's tapping
He
in
got-
on
he
every
got
feature,
Dude,
bro.
he is.
He's
He is.
tapping in.
You got Jada,
Crazy.
you got Conway, you got Bodie James, you got all the newer guys coming out, just showing love. So, shout out West Side and shout out Griselda. So that was my 6. So my number 5 is gonna be similar to Mike Money's 5 over here. The off season,
Yes, sir.
Jermaine Cole. We already went into like an hour conversation about this, but J. Cole's a legend. So I was expecting a lot from this album, and I think some people didn't think he delivered, but I think it's a very solid album, and the Grammys thought so too. So it might win album of the year, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, just solid album.
He's amazing, bro. Look, like, can't say enough. Like, let go my hand when he said, sometimes I question whether this stuff matters. Putting substance into something in the world so used to instant gratification. He said they sent this to me while on vacation. Eve sent it a year ago or so. I probably heard it before, but slept on it. That's
yeah.
like, that's hard. It's just
It
I
is.
love when he gets into his bag. Like,
Yeah.
he's not spaz. He is spazzing, but like, he's not in a up like mood tone. He's just like
chilly,
he's just
chilling,
talking.
Yeah.
And like it's facts because some things you hear and you're like, I guess I heard it before, but slept on it. You know.
Yeah.
The first time you hear something, you might be like, that was not.
That's crazy, and it makes you go back to certain.
But you slept on it, so you go back to it, listen to it. It's amazing.
He's not just talking about that beat. He's talking about his actual music. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
So but my couple songs that are my favorite off this are gonna be My Life. 21 Savage went crazy. Shout out 21.
Shout out.
I mean, just 21 and J. Cole, I guess, are just like a
crazy
go-to duo. I mean, a lot is one of my favorite rap songs of all time. But
they don't do it enough either.
Close.
Yeah, I guess they really do.
I mean, Close actually, was real like just important to me because I feel like that's a lot of people's relationships. They fall out of like, love with their certain close ones, and then whenever it's too late to actually, get in touch with them and make amends.
Yeah.
You can't because
stuff happens.
Yeah, stuff
Beat
happens.
is gas too.
Yeah,
The beat's crazy.
crazy, but
Hunger on Hillside, even Hunger on Hillside.
that was a chill. That
Hunger-
was another chill one.
That was
amazing.
a
Great
great
perfect
outro, bro.
That's a
and
perfect
great
Boz
outro.
on there, and Boz in the background vocals is crazy.
That
He
beat
is
is
crazy.
literally the most perfect outro beat like I've heard in a
100%.
minute. It's crazy.
What did Boz say? The ultimate price is regret. Now, when he's talking about when he was singing, the ultimate price is regret. He's talking about.
I'm not sure.
He's talking about like regret is a big topic that J. Cole speaks on. So
Yeah.
what you say? What was he saying in that documentary? Like turning every creative stone.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave any stone unturned
creatively. So
that one hit hard. That documentary was amazing.
and that also ties back to real life too. Just not wanting to regret.
Yeah. Not touching.
Like just certain
Putting it
experiences
all
in your
out there.
life.
Yeah.
So go for it. Go
Exactly,
go
go
talk
for
to that girl. Go
Start a podcast.
Go start that podcast.
Facts.
Go do
That's a
it
good
because
point.
in the end, what else are you gonna have? But those experiences.
regret.
Because that money's not gonna go with you.
It's like that failure or regret. Which one hurts more?
Regret.
Failure for like 5 minutes
Mhm.
or regret for eternity.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
like I'm taking the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Feel it,
definitely that's what people
'Cause you
fear, and
never
that's
know.
why they regret.
Yeah. Facts.
Exactly, and that's a big thing that resonates with me. That J. Cole's always talked about, and this is another addition to it, just because he didn't make that team, he didn't make that he didn't make that top rapper list, but even him trying to go play professional basketball,
Crazy that he's still chasing. Or he chasing
and then he dropped that at the same time. Why do you think he did that? Because he didn't want to regret it, not chasing it. And if you follow J. Cole, you know that was one of his biggest dreams. But
Yeah. Facts.
he just didn't, he didn't get a chance to actually chase it, but now he did, and he tried it now.
Shouts out Cole, man.
So
For
I
sure.
don't want y'all to hear this and think we don't like Cole, but
we
love Cole.
big
No,
inspiration
yeah.
to me.
we love Cole.
Big
Yeah,
inspiration.
facts, big
And we will be at the Fall Off concert.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Without a
We're
doubt.
gonna be
Hopefully.
there. Nah, no. Hopefully, we're going.
Yeah,
We're going.
100%. It's not. It's
We're
not
gonna do a
hopefully.
podcast.
If we have to stake you some.
Yeah.
Everybody's
We're going to the one in Chicago too.
gotta go.
going to Wrigley
Going to Wrigley.
to where he said that
And
he's
we're gonna do a
sell it out
podcast. We're gonna do a podcast in Chicago.
Wrigley,
No,
and we're gonna be sitting front row,
Now he's going.
backstage.
You got for money? I need that.
We're gonna get.
That home might be like a little expensive.
Yeah. We'll get that though. We'll get that.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
fact.
Was that my number 6? Oh, that my number 5.
That was your
That
number
was
5. So next one.
So Mike Money.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Let's see. Number 4.
Number 4 for me, and the reason why this is number 4 is because it literally like just came out. I can't put it at above the other ones because I need to listen to it again.
Wow.
And that's Nas. That's
Goat.
magic.
Goat
This
team. Goat teams, man. I'll tell you what.
No, this is good.
I mean, it's not even on Spotify yet.
Barely.
That's crazy.
It's not popping up though. So
Yo.
I listened to this album, and this to me was just the solidification. This was the solidification of Nas, and this really could be the best album of the year. I just need to listen to it more. There's no misses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perfect album, And I don't know. I really didn't think it was Nas when I heard it. When I first heard it.
Do you understand how crazy of a rapper you have to be to have 2 of your rap albums be in the top 10 of the year? Now, bear in mind, this is like 3 of us here, but like,
I think that's the majority of people would say that.
it probably would be like, in the genuinely, this is a big step up to King's Disease 2, and that's wild. That's wild to say.
It is.
That's wild.
It is.
40 plus. I don't know his age.
48.
48. He's 48.
Dropping this, bro.
That's crazy. This
What-
came out
what
last night.
is
and
that?
It's in our list. You know how wild that is.
Mm. We haven't had a chance to actually delve into the actual content matter of it, but from what we what we heard, it's next level stuff.
It is. And we're just looking at it face value. It's not even. I think once we really delve into it, it might be number 1
Crazy.
for my list.
Crazy.
But yeah, that's like I said.
Escobar, Nas, man.
Yeah. All right.
For sure. I'll go ahead and say my number 3 though. My number 3 for this year is, Brian already said it, Call Me If You Get Lost. This to me was, it was a total album. I mean, it was literally a complete album. It has literally everything you need in an album. At times, Tyler gets corny, because that's kind of like his personality.
Yeah, his
and if anything, it just makes it kind of funny. But even then, even with that little nitpick, it's like a beautiful album. It's just it has everything, and it's one of my favorite albums of the year.
100%. I need this vinyl now.
I love this album. I love this album a lot. I think
he's a pure artist, like musician for real.
he is.
Understands sounds. He understands instruments, how to use other artists. Like, we talked about it though, so
It's
great.
It's hard to. It's crazy because his discography's getting crazy.
It is.
And it sounds crazy right now, but you're gonna have to start putting them in those all-time lists eventually.
I feel you.
I mean, you get 2 Grammys for album of the year.
He did.
What can you say about that?
Crazy.
And bro, he really has like 3 to 4. I think Cherry Bomb is in there. 4 great albums, and probably some classics in there. Flower Boy will be considered a classic. It's just there's so much there. Tyler's definitely somebody who people
he might win 3 in a row.
His umbrella for music is crazy because like certain artists only have like they'll stay in this umbrella, but they do really good under this umbrella, so it's good. Like they're great artists. Tyler's umbrella is so wide, but each thing he touches within that umbrella is all really good still. He has a broader range, but he does all of it really good. So like he's crazy.
I agree.
He's crazy.
I agree. And I'm just gonna hit number 2. We talked a lot about this album already. So this for me is it's an album I didn't really expect too much out of, but it's one of the best albums I've ever heard. Little Sims, Sometimes I Might Be Introverted.
Let's go.
That's number 2 for me.
Look. I'll take credit. No.
Yeah.
No, you did. You put me on.
Let's go.
You put me on for sure. You put me on, and I like being the guy who puts people on. I don't like people putting
it's
me
hard.
on.
It's hard admitting that.
Yeah,
I love admitting people
it
put me on.
hurts the ego a little bit, because I want to be the one who finds the new rapper or whatever. But this album was crazy. Literally, it's so cinematic, bro.
Oh, I'll talk more when it's my turn.
That's a perfect word for it.
It's
cinematic.
like
If y'all should have saw the music video, then y'all would have.
No, not even watching the music video. Go ahead.
Bro, it is. Yeah, music-wise it is.
And you can't listen to this album just like, because most albums I see the interludes, I skip them. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
This album you gotta listen to the
Fam,
interludes.
the narrator?
Crazy.
The narrator's crazy.
That shit is wild.
The rapper
bro.
that came to T, bro, that shit is beautiful too.
Bro,
Yeah,
what?
that's just crazy.
Yo.
This is a great album.
And this was 20. I honestly usually hate 20-song albums. This one is crazy. I don't like all 20 I'm playing. Maybe one, maybe two is not my favorite, but like.
But you can still listen to it.
Yeah, I can listen to it.
Listenable.
It's crazy.
And the good song, the highs of this album.
This man's a rap connoisseur, and UK rap is coming up. So get in tune, man.
He's gonna put us on. He's gonna put everybody on.
Get in tune, man.
They're here, yo.
And check your tone. Check your tone when it comes to that. Watch the disrespect on the UK rappers.
Honestly, if people will be trying to disrespect, their accent. No. Don't just because don't do that. Listen to the music.
Yeah.
Listen to the music, bro.
Yeah.
They from the trenches too, so just like anybody else. They come from it. So shout out to UK rappers.
Facts.
I agree.
Anything else you want to say on this album?
Nah, honestly, I mean, she's a great artist, one of the best female artists right now. Because, in my opinion, it's hard to find female artists like that.
Yeah, facts.
You know, I don't want to get his feels like a touchy topic, but
it's
it's like
just not. It's only. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
It's just, you know, like the Lauryn Hills, who even else would be there? Like Missy Elliott, Mary J. Blige, maybe, or something. I don't know the
Rhapsody. Y'all gotta listen.
Rhapsody's
to
fire.
Rhapsody. You know, just it's hard to find those.
Tierra Whack is really good too. If you guys, Tierra Whack can actually rap too.
Look, I'll say this. I saw a video about it where it's just facts because a male rapper is gonna appeal. It can't appeal to a man and a woman, right? But it's mainly not mainly, but the audience is gonna be males, most likely, right?
Mm-hmm.
The audience for female rappers, most females aren't trying to hear introspective rap. I don't think.
No,
I don't think so either.
I'll say most. I'm not. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But most of them are probably gonna want to hear the Cardis, the Nickies,
hands
the
on my
Megans.
knees, shaking ass.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's what I'm saying to his point. Like that's why it's harder to find these female introspective rappers because who they're putting their music out to is just not gonna reach as much as like if a male artist put it out there.
And there's no real motivation behind it. Like when you have your Cardis, when you have your Meg Thee Stallions, they know what sells.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing it for the money. I mean, when you have somebody who comes up like Little Sims, you know there's deeper meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's just a drive to create something real.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that way more.
Beautiful said.
Way more
Beautifully
than
said.
yeah.
Amazing.
There's not a lot of especially nowadays, a lot of American female rappers. There's not a lot of substance in their raps, or I don't even call it rap. Is hip hop.
I don't like it.
Hip hop, just because a lot of it's like sex driven and money driven. And this is a huge 360 where it's actually she's actually rapping, and you can actually the production on it is crazy. It's I wouldn't say flawless, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
That's definitely a topic we could touch on more in a later podcast.
Yeah.
But that's my 4-3-2.
Go check that out though. If you haven't listened.
Please check it out.
For sure.
All right, so number 4, right? We have Dave. We're all alone in this together. UK artist. Okay. When I tell y'all, Dave is one of the best artists I've ever heard in my life, and he's only 20. He's only like 22. And he was on a song with Drake like 4 years ago. Think about that.
And that song's crazy.
Yo. And he dropped a classic album just a couple years back too. He's like fake. He's fake. Look, we're all alone in this together, right? It's tough as an American if you don't like completely understand slang, UK slang and stuff like that. But Heart Attack genuinely could be song of the year. In the Fire could be song of the year. Clash, amazing song. I know it's beef with him and Chip, or Stormzy and Chip, not Dave. But there's so many songs on here that are just amazing pieces of music, bro. Like In the Fire, he pretty much got the rap goats of the UK all on one track. At the age of 22, 23, whatever. That's not normal. Like, he has the stamp already, and he's had the stamp. Like, but songs like Heart Attack, which is just him talking about like his rough childhood and how they pretty much injured his mom. I forgot, like at a certain point in the hospital, stuff like that. It's just heartfelt, and he's real rap. Like, he talks about real rap, and just amazing. And songs like In the Fire, where it's just bar after bar after bar from every artist, like it's amazing, bro. Shout out to let me see his name, bro. I'm forgetting these people's names. Wait, scroll down. Oh no, dang, they don't have it up. Shout out to Getz, man. He's unreal artist. But this is an amazing album after Psychodrama, which was his previous album. So I can't look. Shouts out to Dave, and he's only getting better. So
He's still so young.
incredible album, still so young. Like
I said, man, UK's nothing to play with right now.
Great album, but check it out, please check it out.
For sure. I need to get more literate on it, but with the stuff that I was shown is insane.
Dude.
Dave's
Leslie,
Oh yeah,
that song is he wrote that 2-3 years ago. That's 1920. That's not real. Like, that's crazy. Bro.
That's a storytelling song right there.
Like
That's what we need more. I feel like we need a lot more storytelling back like we used to have, like, cause it's I wouldn't say
it's different. Touch is different.
Touch is different. It's not
it feels like a very like role model-less world without it. You know, there's
Yeah, I feel you.
a lot of people get influenced by music.
Yeah.
And when you just rap about just non-substance stuff, you know, you can't look up to nothing. You can't understand. You can't learn more about the world. So people that are saying their stories and you listen to it, it sounds good. People are learning things.
Relatability.
And so
yeah,
and
I completely agree.
everybody in the moment wants to be a rapper now. So
Yeah.
that also hurts our
And
our
they'll
case.
do whatever it takes.
Yeah. So
3. Nas, Magic.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned before. Look, I know it's crazy. It came out last night. It doesn't matter. I promise it doesn't matter. Look, he's rapping, and he's literally addressing the disrespect.
Yeah.
Head on.
Yeah.
People don't mention Nas. And people go, oh, maybe he can't do it anymore. No, he dropped 2 of them boys same year.
on your head top.
Dude, what? Bro, Hollywood Gangsta, Meet Joe Black, Speechless. Dude,
Ugly.
it's 9 songs, all 9 crazy. Look, I don't know, the way he switched his sound to fit modern rap, but still kept his true, like, what Nas is about.
Yeah.
Like, that's hard to do, especially because you've been doing the same thing for most of your life. The way he was able to adapt to the new times, crazy.
And you know you cold when you sample your own self. You can sample yourself. Nobody can really fuck.
That's
Who can really do that besides Nas, Drake, maybe Jay-Z,
Kanye probably.
Kanye.
Yeah. But not like just not only a handful.
You can't sample yourself like
Yeah.
that, like, and have your vocals in the background.
He's amazing, bro. We can't say enough about Nas. Obviously one of the greatest, one of the goats. So great album, check it out. Please.
I mean, I gotta check it out. I ain't heard the whole thing.
I'm gonna do re-listen right after this. But
for sure.
that was my number 3. Number 2, I just heard a few days ago. Griselda member, Mac Homie, with Pray for Haiti. This sound, everything about his sound is amazing. It's fluid. The way he incorporates Haitian into the songs as well, it's amazing. We have producer. Who produces?
Documents?
I think Westside.
Who's Westside?
I think he's the executive producer for it. The first beat on this track is crazy, and the way he freaking floats on it is outrageous. This was also like same with Call Me If You Get Lost. This was a breath. Yeah, Westside Gun. Westside Gun. Crazy.
I was like that.
That's crazy. Beats are crazy, but look, every single flow he chose fit every single song. It was perfect from top to bottom. 26 letter, the 26th letter, amazing. The Stellar Ray Theory, incredible. Marie, incredible. We have Au Revoir, dude. He's not even rapping the whole time, but the instrumental, the feature from Melody Charles, amazing. And then once he starts hopping on the track, he bodies it. And 10 Boxes Sin Eater, like everything he touched on this album was gold. Like, and this is the first time I ever heard him. So shouts out to Matt Comey. I'll definitely check out the newer project he dropped this year as well after this one. So
that pronunciation was fire too. I don't. What was that? Au revoir.
Au revoir.
That was fire. That was fire pronunciation.
So why do you think mainstream rap is not going back to certain music like this? Like, look at the plays on this compared to certain other, like Trippie Redd. No offense to Trippie Redd, but like certain albums are just not showing up.
Times are just different. Like, if we go back to the 80s and 90s, what the world was at that point is they needed that real authentic rap to happen. That was the relatability of it. So everyone needed that. Once you get into the age of TikTok, the age of Instagram, the age of Twitter, the short end, or let's go back to the 2000s. Club started bumping.
Club
50
song.
Cent. That's why 50 Cent is so crazy. He was perfect for it. So the times just adapt. Times adapt. So, you know, once you get to the new age where you have
Low attention spans.
lower attention spans, people just like different music now.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Cardi is popping, Uzi is popping, Future is popping. Like, I listen to all three of them also. I'm not.
No hate. We love
everybody.
I love them. They're
Love
great,
everybody.
great. But times are just changing. So, like, people like this won't catch mainstream light, but when you find them, you know it's real rap. Like, you know what it is. So people who like really like conscious rap or just rap like this, we can still have this. But, you know, mainstream is just different genre now, or not different genre, but different just a different type.
And also, like I was saying before, it's so hard to just keep that attention on you, especially if you drop something that's considered, you know, boring into certain listeners, just because you're not talking about driving Hellcats and fucking bitches and but it's so hard now to actually grasp hold on you know, people's, you know, ears, unless you have like
I get it though.
just beats that are just
I get it, because like if I'm in a car, if I'm by myself, I'm putting this on, or I'm putting whatever the new age stuff on. If I'm with people, I'm trying to hear 20 minutes by Lil Uzi.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you.
I agree. And
20
you know
more
what?
minutes is yes.
It's what sells too.
Lil Uzi's hard as shit. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
Eternal Take is probably, you know, another probably top 25 albums of the year as well.
It's just, but yeah, no hate. You know, hip hop is hip hop. It's just evolving now. It's just growing. So yeah, that's my number
But
2. Shouts out to Matt Comey.
We need this rap back though, for sure.
Facts.
For sure.
Oh, go ahead, Bob. Let's see it.
432.
432.
4-3.
And my number 4 on my list is gonna be Isaiah Rashad with The House is Burning.
Great choice.
Great choice. So this man right here, like some other previous people that we've talked about, is his sound can be different. You know, he doesn't stick with the same, you know, melodies and certain riffs that a lot of other artists do, like especially in the rap game. Like, he can switch from, you know, Lay With Ya to you know, Don't Shoot to even Headshots, which, you know, is crazy. And then
Amazing track.
the people that the features that he has on here are also all different too. So that shows his, you know, his uniqueness. And you can have J-Rock and then have Smino on the same album. That's crazy.
Range is crazy.
Range is crazy. So and I mean, SZA and Black on one song. I mean, yeah.
Great album. I personally didn't have it, but that just speaks to I just enjoyed other albums more.
Yeah.
But still a great album. Yeah. Great artist, like you're saying, underrated for sure, because his artistry is really, really good as well.
Yeah.
I agree. Same here. I didn't have it as my top 10, but Isaiah's cool. He's pretty underrated, and there's a lot of really good tracks on here. I think I just felt the entirety of the album was kind of missing something.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's kind of how I felt.
And he's here and there, and he's a cool rapper though. I really like some of his stuff for sure. So I agree. That's a dope album to have on it.
Okay.
Sure.
My number 3 is gonna be. Let's see what I got. My man Esco, the new release. Stop playing with him. Stop playing. You know what? Everybody that says Nas is boring, get that man's name out your mouth, man. He is on the Mount Rushmore of rap. I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna say it here now. Magic by Nas, the new release, is my number 3.
Crazy.
And I ain't even listened to the whole thing
That's
yet.
crazy.
I ain't even listened to the whole thing, so I already know. Whenever I get into it,
Yo, that cover is fire.
it's gonna be crazy.
I don't even know why.
What'd he say? He said
That is clean.
they asked me if I'm a musician or a magician. The way I do it is magic. So the way he raps and is magic, because a lot of people can't do it, and they don't think it's real. The way he gets on the track and just I don't know, man. What else? What more can you say? What more can you say?
It's a classic.
Good. Look, man. I didn't even know. I just saw on Twitter that he came out. I think it was after King's Disease 2. He had an interview with Big Boy, I want to say, and he was like, "Look, what me and Hit Boy are cooking up. It's gonna be very magical." Magic. This guy tried to be slick.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
look, that's just listen to what he said. He didn't even hear the whole thing.
I didn't hear the
How
whole
high
thing.
it is, bro.
We've only gotten one listen off of it.
Yeah, we've only got one listen. Like, he's just different. He's different. Rappers can't do what he does. So,
No. And it's ugly, man. Like you said, the streets are ugly, and hopefully there's a a peace in the streets, because we need that. We don't need all the bloodshed. Rest in peace, Young
Facts.
Dolph. Rest in
Facts.
peace, all the rappers we lost in the past couple years, man. Just it's getting to a point where it's getting dangerous out here. So we need some peace. But yeah, that's my number 3.
Respectable. Very respectable.
very, very respectable.
And it might be up there top 2 whenever it's setting up, but we'll see. Number 2.
Agreed.
And not to.
Number 2, Little Sims. Sometimes I might be introvert. Now, when I said that I was skeptical when Bryans sent this album, it's the truth. But actually getting into it and listening to it, it changed my whole perspective on how different rap can be.
For real.
I was falling into that, like, oh, if they're UK, I can't listen to that, but it doesn't really matter if you can make classic music and stuff that people go back and listen to, which I'm just stating here, this is a classic. This is a classic rap album. This is probably one of the best rap albums of the last couple of years, and a lot of people are not going to agree with that, but go and listen to the production and how much they actually put into it. Little Sims, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
She's top tier. She's it's only up from here, which is crazy. But she did say that it may be like one of her last albums, couple maybe. But to end on this, after Gray Area, if you haven't heard Gray Area, please go listen to Gray Area too. Like,
Listen to that.
And us,
breath of fresh air.
us all 3 putting her in the top 5 or whatever we put her. I got
her at 2 as well.
That's just a test.
Yeah.
That's just a
I had her at 2 as
testament.
well.
That's a testament to I don't want to say. It's gonna be her great. She's great.
100%.
This is great. This is great. This personified.
She's at like a position where she's almost not supposed to have music this good. If that makes sense. Like, from the UK, a woman, it's like the odds are against her, bro.
Exactly.
It's
And
true.
she came out with this. It's crazy.
It's true.
It's crazy.
She's been, even as she's been saying, like, she's been needing her flowers. Like, it's been a long time. Gray Area should have put her on the map, 100%. But she wasn't getting the respect that she deserved. So this solidified it. Like, no one can talk to her after this one. Like,
I guarantee you go to most rap heads and you put this album in front of them. At first, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, there's no way this is gonna be any good." But if they actually know what they're talking about, and they actually know rap music, and they listen to this in its entirety and the entire of the whole album,
Mhm.
they'll be like, "Oh, damn, what have I been missing?" So
Facts.
very great album, very great album.
Great.
Go get that.
Completely
Go
agree.
get that check.
Listen
out.
to it. Listen to it. All right.
Fully agree.
Well, we're at the number one spot,
right.
y'all. Let's see what we got.
Number one. Number one for me.
CLV.
Listen, yeah, that was a mistake. I actually added a 0 on that.
That's
Certified Lover Boy.
COV, Drake's the GOAT, Drizzy.
All right,
This one still may be a little questionable. For me, this is an album that I feel like is the most complete album of the year. Has everything you need on it, and is pure emotion. There's some artists today that don't put a lot of emotion in their music, and I think Donda is number one for me this year. It's my favorite. It's my best album of the year, and that may be questionable.
No. Look, Kanye is Kanye. Ye is Ye. It's just filled with
Great pick.
classic songs.
Yeah, great pick.
And
Crazy.
it's my album of the year, man. I mean, there's literally, honestly, the first listen, I didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me like that. Every listen gets better. Every listen I pick up something new. There's way too many good songs. Has the best song of the year on the album. It's just, I mean, we already talked about it. It's got everything. And
2 hours and 11 minutes is wild for an album.
it is.
But it's still
It's worth it.
It is worth it.
It's worth it. And I actually gained a lot of respect for Kanye this year. Just with everything going on. He's a different kind of artist, and this album was crazy.
He is in the lane of his own. He's a total. He's. If you want to say who an MC is, Kanye's he's hip hop. Kanye's an MC. Like, he produces it, he writes it, he instrumentalizes it. He does it all. Like, he does every part of hip hop. Is Kanye West. So he's amazing.
And that crazy, not to mention that crazy concert that happened a couple weeks ago, the Free Larry Hoover benefit concert. Man,
he was pulling out classics.
Yeah, don't kind of bodying Drake a little bit there, but hey, man, that was beautiful.
Drake was taking a step back.
I think
he was.
Yeah, I do agree that like he didn't do his classics because it would have made it a versus. I kind of agree. Or maybe he just wanted to promote his new album. Who knows?
I think Kanye's shitting on Drake in the verses anyway, so.
Yeah, Kanye's not listening anymore.
And I'm a big Drake
Listen,
fan. I'm a big Drake fan as well.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again.
Oh no.
Kanye has the best discography of any artist ever.
Whoa.
Let's go.
I like it. The controversy.
And this is probably up. Donda's probably 6.
You know how wild?
5 or 6.
This guy has 5 classics.
5 classics, bro.
And then
back to back.
And his 6th, 7th, 8th albums could beat out a lot of artists.
They could be their top 3 albums for some artists.
Wow. He's got 8 great albums.
He's incredible, bro. He's
what is it? 808s and Heartbreak on there? Is what you're talking about?
Oh yeah. For me, that's really what not introduced me to Kanye because I was listening to him before that, but I did an 808 song for a talent show in elementary school. It was Heartless.
We need that video, by the way.
We
need that video. We need that video.
Post it on Twitter.
Someone has it.
We'll post it on Twitter.
I forgot who has it.
We definitely need that. We need that.
But look, 808s. I know a lot of people don't say 808s is not a classic, but for it being 808s and Heartbreak alone should be a classic just because of how 808s really was pushed after that album. He pioneered that to be a main use, to be used prevalently in hip hop. I think that alone, that big of an impact on hip hop alone should be a classic, 100%. While it is a classic, I still have a Below Graduation, Flame Registration, probably one more album, but still
My
amazing.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, dude, that's crazy. That kind of like
He is so, bro. It's so.
Life of the party though, like we said, man. I just can't talk about it enough. Yeah.
Thank you
Great.
for putting it out, Kanye,
Nah.
and not keeping the diss on it. because we needed that one on platforms.
Not keeping it to yourself. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Andre. That verse is crazy.
This artist Kanye, like we were talking about before though with Bruno Mars, he's timeless music.
Yeah.
Kanye's timeless music, and
On my number one spot, my top spot for rap, hip hop album of the year, we have Little Sims. Sometimes
Yes,
I
sir.
might be introverted. Let's get it bopping. Look,
Let's get him up, man.
just in the title, this is on some T-Pad. Just in the title. Sometimes I might be introvert. That spells out Simbi. Simbi, which is her first name. She knows what she's doing, bro. That's just already before we even get into the music, right? Fine. And I just connect with this because I kind of like agree. Like sometimes I just might be introvert, even though I'm an outgoing person. I love to talk to people. You know, sometimes you just have these like internal battles. You know.
introverted,
Yeah.
extrovert.
Yeah. That, you know, you just got to deal with, you know, you're constantly battling. And Introvert, the song Introvert, got to be one of the best songs I've heard, like, sonically and lyrically in a very, very long time, including the music video. Like, hearing this, it reminded me of a young Kanye and sort of like Nas sound, right? The way she meshes with the instrumentals and the beats, everything's perfect. Like, she can go from introvert to woman with Cleo Soul to I Love You, I Hate You to Afrobeats, Fear No Man or Point and Kill to like, it's all five. Standing Ovation and Misunderstood, some of the best tracks I've heard in a while as well. Like, play on the song name Misunderstood. She called it MISS, misunderstood, like, oh, you misunderstand me, but also misunderstood, like she's a I'm misunderstood, you know. So she's very clever with what she does. Like, she knows and understands music. So top to bottom, one of the best albums I've heard in a long time. I think it's a classic, you know. But look,
I have a question.
she's amazing.
Is she the best female artist right now?
I think so. I think she came to the U.S. I think 100%.
Worldwide. That's what I meant.
Worldwide. I think.
I mean, like,
Sound did it
yeah,
for me.
hip hop. I'm not talking
Hip hop. I think
Yeah.
this album did it for me.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Currently, yes, yeah, it has to be for me. Because coming off of Gray Area to this, she's a joke, man. She's too talented. She's very, very talented. She just understands. It's amazing. So
It's a great album.
I ain't got much to say, man. But from top to bottom, it's jazz infused with soul, mixed with R&B, mixed with rap, mixed
Hip-hop.
with hip hop. It's all. She stuck it all in one album. That's tough to do, and not only to do, but do it well in every single aspect. It's great. It's great.
I definitely like that Kanye-esque kind of comparison for sure, just because you can see kind of like some influences
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there
100%.
for sure. But yeah,
The
like,
orchestra is in
yeah,
it,
like you
especially
said.
introvert. Yeah.
crazy.
So she's amazing. You know, she's amazing. Great, talented artist.
I completely agree, bro. I mean, she's something else for sure. So
Yeah, amazing. Great intro and outro as well. So that's my number one, man. Check it out. Please check it out. Do yourself
Check it
a
out.
favor.
Check that out. Check that out.
Yeah, but that's all I got.
that is a check your tone classic,
Check
It
your
is
tone.
a check your tone classic.
and we'll recommend
if
it
we
to
tell you go
anybody.
check it out, you better go check it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
But
What we
hey,
got
last
last?
but not
What
least,
you got?
last
What you got,
but not
Bobby?
least, for me, in the past couple of years, you know, not really changing the type of rap music I listen to, but this album right here kind of opened my eyes to you know, changing that the sound I like. Call Me If You Get Lost.
Dang, I didn't know that. I thought you said that already.
Number one.
That is crazy. I didn't.
My album of the year. Now, when I say on first listen, I thought this shit was amazing. 10 listens later, I still think it's just as amazing. Just because how he changes it, how he switches it up. Like we've said before, we've talked about this album, you know, in the past, today,
Mhm.
but yeah, like you said, just putting certain people on there, like having Lil Uzi Vert on there, then switching it up and putting, you know, NBA YoungBoy on there, and just the melodies and just the different risk he takes on certain aspects of the album. It's just man, it's different, man.
Top notch.
It's different.
He hears music differently.
Beach landed in Geneva. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Drama, DJ.
Shout out DJ Drama. DJ Drama killed it too, but
shouts out for real.
Man,
Tyler's a creative mind, man. He's a creative
Tyler,
mind.
the creator, literally, his name literally tells you what
tells
he is.
it all.
He's
Tells
a
it
creator.
all.
That's it.
I mean, yeah. What else can you say about
Bro,
it?
it's crazy because I don't think people were really taking him serious a couple years ago.
Definitely not.
And now he's just
He forced it.
dropping banger after banger.
Yeah.
Each year, something different.
He's forcing it down mainstreams, bro.
For sure. I mean,
But definitely
different.
Yeah.
one of the better albums I've heard over the last few years, for sure. Different sound. It's just amazing.
And
We
not
talked
only
about it before
the
anyway,
music,
so.
just the kind of build up he had to it, like the videos, the sneak videos he
Yeah.
had, just the overall aesthetic of the actual album
Yeah.
is just he has his own style. That's
100%.
and that's what I love. Like he's not conforming to anybody's style or
Exactly.
anybody's certain oh you have to look like this, you got to sound like this to be a successful rapper. He's showing people where you don't have to wear chains and wear he obviously wears chains, but
Do you?
the hat he be wearing, like
Fact.
the fuzzy hat,
That is gas.
that shit's hard. And
That's
just,
this guy.
I don't know, man. He's a different.
He's cool.
He's a different entity in the
In hip-hop.
in hip hop. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Which hip hop generally makes you conform to be successful, especially nowadays. But he's a great a great example of that. You don't have to conform.
He's kind of an outcast to everybody else, to be honest.
Yeah.
Odd Future, man. That's what they.
Yeah. For
Well,
sure.
So we got
I think that's our top.
That's our top tens, man.
top 10 hip
Top
hop
10s.
albums of the year 2021.
Top 10s.
Great year.
Great year in hip hop.
Incredible.
Great year in hip hop.
Exquisite year.
And you know what? I think 2022 might be even better.
Kendrick, stop playing though.
Top of the morning, you know what I'm saying? Just come with something, God. We need it for sure.
Dude, I can't wait. Lots of good
Kendrick.
music. What?
Awesome year. Can't wait for 2022. 2022 is going to be crazy for everybody in this room and anybody watching.
We want y'all to
gonna be
go up
awesome.
with us, We're gonna come with a lot of bangers and we want you to be a part of that.
For
Chase whatever you want to chase, man. Don't let your mind, number
Okay.
one, tell you not to do something.
Exactly.
So
Go for
that's
it.
a big thing that Tyler and J. Cole,
Yeah.
really got me to do. So, yeah, man, that's all we got.
Thank you guys for watching or listening to the podcast. If you guys are interested in staying up to date and seeing more of our content, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the CYT Podcast. Thanks.